Okay, so I posted this meme today about how you like lay up in bed and you start seeing the repetitive patterns over and over again. And I've mentioned on past videos on here about how I keep going to the gym with my son and he's having meltdowns. Okay, it happened again. Third time that he has these big old meltdowns. So I drive all the way to the gym. He has a meltdown because he doesn't want to go. He wants to play video games at home and he wants to play on his tablet at home, which he does at the gym. Okay, so it doesn't make any sense. Other than the gym sometimes can be overwhelming for him. I get that, and the kids can yell and stuff, but it's not. He has these meltdowns before we even go in, but I understand he can get anxiety. I know he's tired. He stayed up late. I get this. I know I'm the adult, but I'm in it, and I'm like, okay, this has happened to me 3 times. And I start to feel and say things like my parents said to me. And then I start to see the lesson in it, but I'm not really knowing how to maneuver in it. See, I have this toolbox full of tools that I can use in my life, and sometimes I don't have the tools that I need. And so I'm trying to find these tools. See, in the moment, I am trying to be a mom, and I do not want him to have a meltdown in front of people. I do not want him to learn that his behavior like this gets what he wants because that's what he has learned in the past. So I have to maneuver things, right? And I also saw, like, I almost had flashbacks in the moment of like my mom and me having these discussions when I was younger. Like the things that were coming out of my mouth, I remember my mother saying it. So it also shows me the generational tie that I have to this lesson. It looks different, but it's the same. And so I'm trying to look in my toolbox, right? How do I make this right? I am, lost 75 pounds, so it is very important for me to go to the gym. I went to the gym for an hour yesterday, try to hurry up and get it over with so I could have Jackson not be at the gym for that long. But today I really wanted to go to a class so I could really get all my energy out. Well, I wasn't able to do it, so I'm kind of frustrated too. And I drove to the gym, and now he's doing it again. So I have to rack my brain. Okay, how do I do this differently? So I told him, on Sundays, I'm going to try not to go to the gym on Saturdays. On Sundays, we go to the gym. You cannot have electronics until we get to the gym. When we get to the gym, you can have electronics, and then you can have it beyond that. Because I think he gets wrapped up in watching stuff here. And it's a Sunday, so I'm like, yeah, whatever. Watch whatever you want, So I'm trying to put new maneuvers and new ideas. See, with the spiritual awakening process, you have to be aware of your behavior and where they lie, and then have to choose a different timeline. But when you're in it, it's really hard. And I see that there's this lesson that I keep getting this same scenario over and over again. So what am I supposed to learn? You got to start looking at shit like that and not justifying your behavior. My behavior isn't always good, and sometimes I have this behavior because that's what I picked up from other things, but that doesn't mean that that's okay. So I have to maneuver my behavior. The game of life. You have to be aware, you have to look at it, and then you have to maneuver it and try different things, right? It's just, it's an interesting whole little thing that we play, and it's very hard. There's days of being so much beautiful things in the world, and I'm just so grateful. I mean, there's been a couple of days lately that I'm just like laying there and I'm just so grateful. But then there's these challenges that come up, and I'm just like, especially when it's with your child, I don't have all the answers. And I know we're all just doing the best we can, but I'm trying to maintain my physical and mental health, and then I'm trying to be a good mom, and then I'm trying to get him back into school, and I'm trying to do all of these things to be, I don't know. Look, and I just want to share it with the world. I want y'all to know that, we're all just doing the best we can. And, sometimes media creates this facade that everything's perfect and everything's great, and it is perfect and it's great, and we're learning everything in this moment that we need to be learning, but it's not always easy. But I guess it's not meant to be. We wouldn't be strong souls. So I heard that if you come down to this earth, if you have decided to be an earthling and have your soul go into a physical body, that you are a very strong soul and you are trying to progress, because earth is a very dense, heavy place. And it's a hard place to learn lessons. So if you've decided to come down here, it's because you are strong. And sometimes I'm like, how motherfucking strong do I need to be? For real. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I was telling a friend, I was like, you know, if you don't learn the lessons that you're supposed to learn in this lifetime, you just keep coming down for different lifetimes. That's my belief. That's how I believe reincarnation. You just keep coming down until you master what you're supposed to master. It's like, I don't want to keep mastering this shit. But at the same time, there's a lot of lessons to be learned. Like, somebody that is very close to me that is into the spiritual awakening thing said that she had met with somebody that was a clairvoyant or psychic or whatever, and they had said that she took the fast track down. She took the fast track, so that's why some of her life lessons have been so difficult, because she wanted to learn it fast to get it over with, which I get. But I don't want to learn all these lessons like too fast. I don't want all this turmoil. I want to, you know, I like the smooth sailing, right? Make it easy. So I'm like, all the strong souls, I was one of the strong souls that came down to this planet. Fuck, I don't know. But yeah, when you're awake, you see your behavior, you see it as a roadmap, and then you see all the signs. It's also bringing on all the signs where angels and source and everything is guiding you. So I'm always looking to what direction, what epiphany, what knowledge will I get in the day. And it did, because in the moment it was not very easy for me. I was in the moment, I was just like, what am I doing? Well, I sound like my mom. What is this lesson? I don't know how to calm him down. I really want to go work out. I'm just a human being. I'm doing the best I can. And then I can stop and go, okay, what's going on here? How do I maneuver this in a way? What does he need from me the most? What does my son need from me? What is he telling me? How can I choose a different set of words? How can I choose a different scenario? What can I do better next time? So next time, this is the new rule. I told him, like I said, new rule, no devices until we get to the gym. And if he still has a fit and he still doesn't really want to go to the gym, then that's definitely an indication that he just doesn't want to be around all those people at the gym. But the thing is, he goes there and he makes friends and shit. I don't know. I don't motherfucking know. But I'm learning and I'm sharing and I'm hoping that somebody gets something from this and you don't feel alone. Because a lot of the times I felt alone trying to figure this whole awakening process, this whole realization process. It's hard. You know, I got some people I can talk to, but you know, it's hard. It's hard being a parent. It's hard, you know, it's hard being a wife. It's hard, you know, being trying to progress as a soul. It's hard to try to manage everything, and I have it a lot easier than a lot of other people, and I know that people would die to have my problems, so sometimes I should shut the fuck up. Anyways, holler for $1.